You. Graph Champ Season 2, Episode 11. I'm your host, the Vertical, Murtical, Squirtical, SRMBK, the General. Back in the building. We had some technical difficulties, but you know, we back. I just gotta put my theme music one more time. We gotta get the intro. We gotta get the intro right, you heard?
Diablo, SR the General.
Salute, Rhino, I see you.
Grab,
what it is, Grab, I see you.
Grab,
A1, what it is.
Grab, chant. Shout out the Graph Champs. Shout out the Graph Champs.
Yeah.
Shout out the Graph Champs.
Thank you everybody for coming back.
Shout out the Graph Champs. Welcome to the Graph Champs. We appreciate the love and support for all the Graph Champs. The most amazing and iconic artists out here smashing it from the train yards to the rooftops to the storefronts, highways, catching wreck. SR the General, he be going crazy, bro, from his Instagram account, Supreme Clientele Radio. Interviewing all the icons, the ones that led the way. Salute to all the fallen legends, the ones that set the stage. Yeah. Moment of silence, let us remember those. Peace. Whether they family or they were friend or foe. Hate them or love them, let's show them some respect. Major contribution in hip-hop, Graph Champs to the death. Ready and willing, never scared to fry. Never. Chance in the odds of getting up, prepared to rise. Super talented vandals, never scared to die. Let's show them love while they breathing. Go ahead and share the live. So tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Interviews are dope, from the start up to the end. Let's show them love and call it glory time. Repost his post on your post, share his post up on your storyline. So tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Interviews are dope, from the start up to the end. Let's show him love and call it glory time. Repost his post on your post, share his post up on your storyline. That's all the guard General, Graph Champs. Full blast music, the beat guard. Straight 16, straight to boss of bosses. 4-5 the guard, Butcher Boys. Rap Cinema, Supreme Clientele Radio. A1s. Joe 21, yeah. Rap MBK, Joker, Nico, White Onyx, 2 on 3,
Big Ava,
Choose Branch G, Diablo, the
KGB, TDO,
Good King,
BTR,
salute to all the legends,
everybody,
dead
baby.
And alive.
Salute to my nigga
That's what
Tuski.
we doing, baby.
You heard? Yeah.
We Graph Champs.
Like I said before, we got the man himself, Chadio, in the building. Big Chad, BX represent, NYC stand the fuck up. This man is gonna drop jewels that only he could. So we're gonna do this again. Big Chadio, here we go. Let's see. Boom. I just gave him the invite. Yeah, I just gave you the invite, Chad.
Yeah.
Here we go. You can hear me better?
Yeah, this is much better, dog.
Thank you so much. All right, we got to start this over because I need you to hear this. The work that you put in has been so recognized, and a lot of people don't know how other people perceive them because you are who you are, so you don't know how people look at Chad. So I'm going to tell you how I see Chad and how we spoke about, we speak about graffiti. Your name always comes up. You're a concrete barbarian. You're a New York staple legend. GOAT. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't care. The handwriting was crazy. The niggas you bomb with is official. Everything about you from top to bottom is checked off the list. Official, my nigga, and we salute you. You heard?
Yo, that's love. That's love. And yo, I said it earlier in the other joint, but just in case people ain't here. Yo, I'm an MC and all that. You know my background. We'll get into all that. But yo, I represent the Graph community to the fullest. You understand? I always got your back. If anything, y'all niggas need me for anything, holla. I'm there. Word up.
Yo, and we thank you for that, Chad. This is the thing. I asked the fans and shit, like at the end of the shows and shit, like, yo, who you want to see next? Who you want to see next? And they always flood your name. Your name is always constantly thrown in there. So,
yo, it was a beautiful time, man. Word up.
Yeah. So we got to start from the beginning. The fans want to know from the beginning, what got you into graffiti, Chad? How did you get into that?
Okay, so, me being a veteran from when hip hop was really like birthed and it was growing and evolving. you know, I did it all. You know, you start breakdancing. You know, we threw the cardboard out there in the hood, and we started getting busy. I also used to DJ. So I was DJing, you know, around in the Bronx. I used to do the Stardust Ballroom, do a few, you know, do gigs or whatever. But I was always doodling, writing graph, you know, writing here, writing there. And then it was wild because my first name, you know, is bugged out. I know you probably was going to ask that question. I'm going to jump into it. My first name was Stash, right?
Stash?
Yeah, I used to write S-T-A-S-H, Stash, right? So, you know, I used to just bug out with that. Nothing serious, you know, just doodling on whatever I could doodle. You know, when it really got serious is when I met my man, Louis 167. And that man right there took me in because I really wanted to get busy. And he was like, all right, this nigga ain't fronting. You know what I mean? He wants to get busy, but we gonna see.
Okay. So we gotta chop this into sections. We don't want to get into all. We gotta lay it in layers first. All right. So around what year was this? All right. So you're DJing, you're doing shit. What year was this?
That was in like the late 80s when I was doing the DJing thing. It was before I even picked up the mic to MC. So, you know, I was breakdancing as a youngin', like we all probably did. That was there at that time. And then I started DJing. So as I was DJing, you know, I just started penning rhymes, just messing around, nothing crazy. But before I did that, I started doodling, trying to, you know, not really go bombing, but, you know, get a little marker, write shit up, because my brother was the first influence. My brother used to write, and he's 6 years older than me. And he used to ride on the trains. He wasn't a big time bomber, but he used to go out there and do his thing. So I always tell the story of how, you know, one night I was sleeping in my bed and I'm like hearing shit rustling in the room because we shared the room, me and him. So when I look up, I wake up and look, he's pulling a big black hefty bag with nothing full, just cans, filled with cans. So I heard it like clink, clink, clink. I'm like, yo, what's that? So then he looked at me, he go, yo, come here. He's like, yo, look, you know, he's showing me all the spray paint cans. He's like, yo, I'm getting ready to go out, you know, do my thing, whatever he's explaining. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you do that. I was young. So that was my first introduction to it. After that, all of a sudden I seen him, like, I remember one day we in the crib just chilling, and he goes in his drawer and he pulls out, like, you know, the joints you have in the kitchen, on your refrigerator or on the oven, one of those cloths, you know what I mean? And he unrolls it, and there's a pilot marker in there. But the reason he had it rolled in there because it was so flooded with ink, it would leak. So then he goes, yo, come here, and he takes me to the staircase in my building, and he starts bombing it, you know, all up and down. And you know, he liked to write where the drips would come down, you know? He liked drips, so he writes certain angles so the drips would come down. He's telling me all this shit, and from there I was, you know, I was a little open. Fast forward, I never really did nothing, and then fast forward, I met Lou, and that was like 1992, 93, something like that. A while ago, almost 30 clips ago.
What? So this is all right. I want you to tell the fans, like, paint the picture of how was the area, like when this is all happening. What area you in? How, like, who's running shit? Like, how's the feel in the area?
I'm gonna tell you all of that, and I'm gonna tell you how I met Lou because it was kind of bugged out the way I met him. So anyway, I'm from the Soundview section of the Bronx. You know what I mean? So Soundview, when I was growing up, I was always looking at graph. I mean, I always was looking, and I had a little girlfriend I used to go see, and she lived on Dyer Avenue. I was like, bro, I was like 15 years old, and I would take the 5 train to the last stop on Dyer. But I didn't mind because every time I went, I wanted to see who was catching wreck. And yo, I always saw that nigga Tyke. Tyke was killing the 2s and 5s. So, you know, there was others, but, you know, I remember him. He had, like, block letter joints. You know, Tyke was catching wreck. And what's crazy is that's my man now, too. That's a whole nother shit. This is all family now, all these niggas I'm talking about. But I don't know if Tyke knows this, too. But, yo, I used to look up to him like, yo, this nigga right here is official. And I would go on that 5 train to the last stop with no problem because I want to see some new shit from Tyke and whoever else. You know what I mean? But I'm from Soundview, so that's the 6th line. I'm from the 6th train. So I remember Per, rest in peace, Bio, Mac, you know what I mean? All of them, Lace, even these, I remember these 2 white boys named Cat and Crane. They was named Cat and Crane. Nobody brings them up too much, but if you do the research on them, that area, they caught wreck in that area too, Cat and Crane. And really them dudes on the 6th line, you know what I mean? Tez 3, I remember Tez, he was catching wreck. There was a lot of dudes, Pre-Sweet, G-Man. Of course, you know, it's funny. I don't want to jump into that. I'm going to leave that. We're going to go into that later. But anyway, those are some of the dudes that was catching wreck. And I used to look at the train to see who was catching wreck. Because although it was going towards the latter stages of the train bombing, there still was dudes was getting up. You know what I mean? And of course, Scene, the infamous Scene, he's from the 6th line. His shit was just crazy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where I'm from. You know what I mean? Word.
So all right. So your Soundview, just the Bronx in general has so many people that is so high levels of graph. You know, like a lot of people don't mention PJ. PJ was, you know, and MedStar, niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Absolutely. And of course, Louis is one of the, to me, he's on the Mount Rushmore. Like, Louis is one of a kind. There'll never be another Louis.
Man, because he was a dude that, you know, he'll piece with you. He'll drop feelings and all that. But Lou loved to bomb. He was a concrete barbarian too. He was smashing shit. So let me get to when I met Lou. You want me to go there, or you want me to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So I'm around my way. So I'm driving my man's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. Picture that. I'm in the passenger seat. My man got a burgundy Ford Taurus, right? He's driving. I'm in the passenger seat, and we just driving around my way. So we going up Story Avenue, and we make a right on Elder Ave, and we're gonna make another right on the Bruckner, but it's like on the service road, not on the actual Bruckner, but on the service road. And there's a bridge that goes from Story all the way over Bruckner to Watson Avenue. You can walk over that bridge to get to the other side, to Watson. Lou, who I didn't know at the time who it was, I just see 2 guys like filling in, but there's no outline. Remember, no outline. They just filling in. And my man goes by them, and I go, hey, yo, go back around, go back around. So we go around again, and I'm coming around. And Lou was on point. He saw me, and he tells me later, he said, yo, when I saw it, I told Homeboy, I'm going to tell you who Homeboy was. I told Homeboy, yo, that's that car again, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he was on point. So when I pull up, they still filling in. They haven't put no outlines or nothing. So you really can't read it. But I could read it because I'm always looking at graph on the walls. So I jump out the whip and I leave the door open. I'm like, hey, yo, you Louis and you Rule. Them niggas was like, how you know? I was like, I know that's what that shit is about to be. Once you outline, them niggas start laughing or whatever. We just start chopping it up, and I spent like crazy long time with them there. And then they were like, yo, we gonna keep it moving. They went to do their thing. We exchanged numbers, and the rest was history. That's like family now. 30 years, bro.
So you was already CHAD at the time?
I was CHAD at the time, but I wasn't bombing. I never had, because around my way, I really couldn't find nobody that really wanted to bomb. You know what I mean? So when I got with him, I told him that. I said, yo, I want to catch wreck, but I ain't got nobody to catch wreck with. So he took me in and was like, yo, come on. And then, yo, dog, we went crazy, man. We just went crazy.
All right. Before that, how did you get CHAD then? How did you get the tag CHAD?
That's my government. A nigga was tagging his government.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And they was like, they used to tell me, yo, you might want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, fuck that, man. I'm writing my government, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was like, yo, you bugging. But fuck it, you know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to see. Like, you know, you got a name and you want to see it on the wall. I wanted to see my government.
So the hash style came because the hand style is phenomenal. The way you catch your tag is one of the most beautifulest tags in fucking graph history, bro.
I started.
Sick.
You know what's funny? Like, you know how I do the cursive joint, but as I evolved, you can see it too. As I evolved later, you can see that I started elongating it, and the C and the H would go left, and then the AD I make it go right so that it could come like this. You know what I mean? Something like that. Yeah.
Those
like,
are, you know, perfect ones, and then the little curl at the end of the D at the end. It's fucking awesome, my nigga. Fire.
I wanted it because yo, there's so many dope niggas, man. That right. Let me just say, I love all of them niggas. I never had no beef with none of them niggas. But first of all, I'm just a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? I come to you and I'm just real like that. So I always had love, and it was all love. And all of them was dope. Their styles was dope. And I was like, yo, I just want to stand out and be different. So I knew the cursive type of script shit, not too many niggas, you know, was doing that. Niggas was doing mad ill styles, you know what I mean? Like, their tags was crazy. So I said, I want to take it in this direction to try to stand out. You know what I mean? And that's what I did.
So the years that you came out, like really came out, so from the beginning when Louis took you in, because Louis don't fuck around, so I know you're taking it serious from the beginning.
Yo, from the beginning, and I was so happy because, like you said, he don't fuck around. Yo, we going bombing, If we gonna hit 3rd Avenue, we hit 3rd Avenue from like 138 all the way to Fordham, like we and back. You know what I mean? We both sides climbing. The funny shit, speaking of climbing, like when niggas would meet me, they would bug out because I'm a short dude, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're not Chad, nigga, you front." You know what I mean? I'd be like, "Yo, word up," and they'd be like, "Yo, but your shits be all up there." I'm like, "Yo, I'm climbing, nigga. I'm working hard, nigga, trying to get the top spot." You know what I'm saying? I'm not a tall nigga. So you know who taught me a tactic? Tabe, my man. Tabe is my man too.
Salute Tabe.
I rep all of them. I rep HR, TFT, my nigga Tabe, and my nigga Type TFO. And then I used to write crew sometimes for, you know, for the hip hop, you know, for the music shit. Cause I was doing music at the time, like demos and shopping shit. So I would write CRU too. You know what I mean? But word, Tape taught me, he said, yo, crates. Carry a crate with you when you bombing. And set that shit down, step on that shit, and then just stretch up as high as you could go. So I did that a lot. And I also used to bring this little ladder. I had like a little ladder shit. Like if we had the whip, if we was able to get the whip, then I throw the ladder like like my man Fame. I know niggas heard of my nigga Fame because I used to write with him a lot. PHAME. My nigga Fame used to always come out with the whip. So whenever he came with the whip, I throw the little ladder in the back so I can get the hot spots.
So now you're going bombing with Louis. So that's how you met Tyke?
That's how I met all of them. I met Tape, Tyke, all of them through Lou. You know what I mean? And then I was meeting, like he was taking me to spots. I remember he took me to this graffiti-thon joint. It was called like a telethon, but graffiti-thon in Jersey. I think it was in Patterson, I think. In Jersey. And yo, dog, everybody was there piecing. And it was like, they had walls, right? But you have walls, and then 2 steps down, more walls, and then 2 steps down, more walls. You know what I mean? But spaced out between them. Yo, everybody was there. Any crew you can name was there. That was beautiful, man. And I met Cope there. I met, you know, different niggas. And I remember Cope saying, this was one of the moments I knew that, because you don't know, you just doing what you do. I don't know, niggas may not even recognize me. You know what I'm saying? But I remember Cope was on like a ladder or something. He was doing a big piece. And he looked, and he was like, yo, you know, oh, he knew who I was. He was like, yo, Chad, right? I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, you killing shit. When he said that, that's King Cope. These niggas is kings in my eyes. Louis, Cope, all these niggas is kings in my eyes. You know what I mean? That's when I was like, yo, all right, maybe, you know, maybe I am doing a little something. You know what I mean?
So how did you link up with Fame? Because I think that's probably like a lot of people was hitting me on the DM like, yo, but what happened to Fame? What happened to Fame? What happened to Fame? So tell me, how did you and Fame get together?
Check it out. So it was a lot of Chad and Fame because when Lou couldn't do it, I would bother Fame, like, yo, come on, let's go bomb it. So, you know, it was either I was with Lou or I was with Fame, or we were all together also at times. We would bomb together. So Fame is from my hood. I live in he lives in the building right next to me. You know what I mean? And Fame used to write back in the days, you know, he used to mess around. He had a little crew called TCL, I think. And him and Fame, Foe, they all wrote with their F's with PHs. You know what I mean? Fame, Foe, and I forgot who else was down. But, you know, they did a little local shit. But then when he got with me, he went all city. He started, you know, because I wanted to catch rap. I was like, yo, they ain't doing no local shit. So, you know, he still had the bug in him. It was almost like he had the bug dormant. And then when I stepped to him and I was like, yo, he was like, yeah, yo, I see you writing or whatever. I was like, yeah, look, it was like the bug came back out. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, I should go with you one day fucking around. I was like, come on, what's up? And he was like, all right. And then the bug came out crazy. You know, he was calling me, yo, you want to bomb today? You know, whatever. So we just was catching wreck like that, you know. I met Tyke, like I know you asked earlier, but I met him through Lou too. You know what I mean? And that was a moment for me. Tyke didn't even know. So these niggas look at me because I MC, and you know I'm part of a group that released you know, what a lot of people like to say is a classic album. You know, we did one album and then we broke up, but they look at me musically like, wow, you know, that's that nigga CHAD H.R. But I look at them as kings. Yo, that's Tyke. You know what I'm saying? That's this one. That's that one. Tabe? What? Tabe was destroying shit. So when I was bombing with Tabe, I was like, yo, let's go. I remember me and Tabe did Webster Avenue. Oh my man. We fucked Webster up so bad. We was still writing at 7 in the morning, and niggas was at the bus stop going to work in school. And me and him was right next to them, broad daylight. The sun is up bright, and we still catching Tabe. Tabe is a savage. Tabe is a savage.
That nigga's definitely one of those dudes that's up there and shit. So this is what I'm saying. Did you even like know that your shit was gonna, because your shit is like a staple in New York, you know, when you think of real nostalgic graffiti, boom, you could see a CHAD, boom.
I didn't know because, yo, to be honest, I was out to bomb. I just wanted to bomb and destroy shit. But I didn't think, you know, like I said, I look at all these graph writers, man. I look at them and I'm like, yo, they so talented. They so official. And I used to get upset because they really, yo, man, like in hip hop, niggas don't really be rapping the graph writers the way they should, man. Like the MCs and all this other shit. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, dog, but that's what I feel. They're not getting rep the way they're supposed to be rep. So I used to get tight at that too. So it made me even closer. You know what I mean? And I'll be in the trenches with them, and yo, just be in the trenches with them and love it. I loved it. Even when I came out with the album and all that, like the label used to be like, yo, you gotta chill. And then I'm like, fuck that. Yo, I'm not leaving these niggas. You know what I mean? Those are my niggas for life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand how it's together. Because I'm on a platform too, a hip hop platform that I help build and shit with my mans and shit. And like I battled a lot of niggas, and the niggas like come at me, be like, oh, go right on the wall, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, like it's,
you know, they
like you low, you crazy.
They think shit like that. You know what I mean?
They're bugging. They don't know. See, those are the ones that don't know. See, if you a real hip hop nigga, like I'm talking about true, authentic hip hop cat, then you know you giving graffiti niggas all type of love. They was there from the beginning. From the beginning, catching.
In the Blondie video, Lee was rocking a piece in the Rapture video.
Killing that shit. And yo, you know what's crazy? In Wild Style, Lee did that piece, right? The Zorro piece. Didn't he have like he had like a dude with the Zorro mask and the black hat? And I found out Gandhi did that shit. It was Lee's piece in the movie, but Gandhi did the Zorro. You know what I mean? This is like shit that when I found that out, I was like, oh, you know, Gandhi is a legend, bro. Rest in peace.
Peace, bro.
Yo, so you know all these things, man. Yo, I used to find out and bug out and go back and watch it. Now look at it from a different eye. Like, yo, that wasn't even Lee that did that. Nigga Donkey, they got together. He looked out for him. I guess Lee couldn't make it. Whatever. Niggas looking out for each other. You know what I mean? Word.
Facts. What about when you started branching out to other boroughs and shit like that? Was that so refreshing and fun for you as a, you know what I'm saying? Because I know when I was young and I went to the Bronx for the first time, it was like, wow, this shit is so huge, and I was just so hyped to keep going back there.
Yo, yeah, it was like that with me too, man. I love to go. You know, I love the Bronx because I'm from the Bronx, so I'm gonna hit that up crazy or whatever. But I like to go to Harlem, LES, and all that. Manhattan, but yo, I really like to go to Brooklyn too, man. I remember I did a bomb in Brooklyn on Atlantic Ave with Master Ace. It was me, Lou, Ace. I forgot who else was there, man. I hate when I start naming niggas and forget niggas. But anyway, we was there. We caught wreck. You know, we went all up and down Atlantic and Main Ave. You know what I mean? Word. But yo, I want to shout a lot of niggas out, man. You know what I mean? I remember the KGB niggas used to catch wreck. My nigga Rhino, Cable, Jousting them. Yo, there was a lot of cats catching wreck. That's why I really didn't. I didn't think I made an impact until them type of dudes was telling me, "Yo, Chad, you caught wreck, dog." You know. Then I was like, "Oh, all right, cool." Because I take their word for it because they kings in my eyes. You know what I mean?
So could you throw me like a top 10 favorite writers from the Bronx, like the top niggas, like in your opinion? It doesn't have to be politically correct, whatever you feel.
All right, I'm old school, man. So please forgive me. All the new niggas writing, I ain't been really, I ain't up abreast of the new cats. You know what I mean? So I want to give them love. You know what I mean? Because I know there gotta be hot niggas catching wreck, even though it's more difficult now, whatever the case is. But like I said, I go way back. So I definitely got to say, them Tax Crew niggas, man. Let me tell you something, man. They burn. They burn. We know their burners are crazy. But I was there bombing. And
Bio and Brim in the streets.
Yo, Bio, Brim, Mac. Yo, they was, when I say they was, don't forget BG 183. Yo, they were wreck. All of them. They definitely in the top 10. That's a fact. They were catching wreck on the trains, outside. They was doing it all. I gotta say, yo, that nigga Lace. Y'all remember? You ever heard of Lace?
Oh, of course, bro. With that funny style, nigga, always right? Up ever since I known graffiti, he been up.
Yo, he
still got all of
crazy. Yo, you know what was crazy? Quick story. That's 5, but hold on. Quick story about Lace. Fame was in like he was in the gym. Fame liked to work out at the time, so he became a member of a gym, and he's in the gym, right? And he said he went to, I don't know if he went to the bathroom or he went somewhere where there was a mirror, but it wasn't really out in the open. And the mirror was fogged up. You know, it's hot in there, niggas catching wreck. And the nigga Lace had with his finger, you know, on the mirror through the fog shit. So Fame said, yo, that nigga, he called me and said, yo, that nigga's in here, dog. He's in here, but I don't know who he is. Word, he was in there. He ain't know who it was. Because, yo, that dude was catching wreck, too. But, yo, you know who was catching wreck back in the days? The nigga Quick. He was everywhere. Quick was everywhere. I remember seeing him in every borough, and it was to the point where you didn't know what borough he was from. If you didn't know him, you didn't know where he was from because he was hitting everything. And his Q was like, he had the Q, and then it would all be together in the K. You know what I mean? Yo, yeah, Quick was crazy. He was up.
Quick, God, hell yeah.
Cope is hit it. Cope is a king. Burners, bombing. What do you want to do? He's doing whatever. Then of course, Cade, Tight, Louis 167. We going past 10. Fuck that. Rule. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, niggas was catching wreck. Yo, it was a lot of wreck. And Wayne and Wen and them niggas from COD, official. Official. I got a story with Wayne. One time we bombing in the Bronx and we over by Fordham, like in that area, but not where the stores are, like off blocks, like up, you know. And I go to catch a tag, and I never had to look behind me or around, because the nigga Louis, when I say we was solid with each other, I never had to worry. I knew he was watching my back. Anytime I caught a tag, yo, Lou, I'm gonna hit that. Go ahead. Anytime he's gonna hit, I got him. Never had to worry. So I'm not looking, but these niggas is talking behind me. Boom. And then when I turn around, it's Wayne. And he's like, yo, we talking. I'm like, yo, what's up? So we chilling, whatever, we chopping it up. And he was in like nice clothes. He hopped out his whip. He just knew he was bombing. And then he seen Lou. He hopped out, gave us love. Then he was like, hey, yo, let me catch a tag. He was dressed up like he was going somewhere. Nigga grabbed the can. He couldn't resist. Boom. Caught a tag. All right, y'all, I'm out. And he kept it pushing. You know what I mean? That's the day I met him. I met him that night.
Another king. Yo, so this list right here is retarded. It's like Bio, Brim, BG, Mac, Lace, Quick, Cope, Tabe, Louis, Tyke, Rule, Wayne, and Wen.
Don't forget Per.
Rest in peace.
He was down with Tax Crew, but then he had, FX. Per was catching wreck.
That's a retarded list.
It's hard, man. You don't want to leave cats out. Yo, I hate when I start naming, because I'm gonna leave.
Yo, I ask niggas this question all the time. Do you think the Bronx got the best writers? Like the top niggas is from the Bronx in the whole graffiti history? Well,
I'm gonna say from my era, I gotta say I think so, man. I mean, yeah. I gotta say. Now, don't get me wrong. I gotta keep it official.
I want to hear it, Chad.
Niggas was catching wreck in all the other boroughs. You had some niggas from Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn. Brooklyn had niggas catching wreck, of course. Astro was from Brooklyn, right?
That's right.
Yeah, Astro was dope. He was catching wreck. Yo, there was niggas catching wreck everywhere. Let's not get it fucked up. But the Bronx, man, we had a lot of niggas catching wreck. I mean, them niggas was going in. It was like really in the blood, like really, like, let's go. You know what I mean? That era, you know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta say the Bronx definitely has a full and total wreck.
Total wreck, bro.
Yeah,
it's true, bro.
And it was a lot of dudes. You know what I mean? A lot of different dudes catching wreck.
That's a fact, bro. And you know what's crazy? Graph Champs, I would say like at least 75% of the guests have been all Bronx niggas. That's how true that is.
It's deeply embedded in the culture of hip hop in the Bronx. Like, you can't front. You can't be some hip hop nigga talking about you from the 90s or whatever, and you ain't got no love for graffiti or no niggas that write graph. Like, come on, bro, you bugging. Come on. You gotta be bugging.
Word. Oh, rest in peace, R.E. Salute to R.E., another legend.
R.I.P. R.E. I want to give my nigga Poncho H.R. shout too. Poncho catches wreck too. Yup.
Word. So what about throwies? Who you think got the dopest throwies?
Lou used to have nice throwies. His silver and blacks was dope, and he did them so fast. He did them shits fast. Lou, Cope, come on. Cope shit is iconic, bro. Like, come on.
Hell yeah.
Cope throwy is like a tag. You know what I mean? That nigga just his throwies was everywhere. You know, so I seen Cope the other day on, I don't know whose page it was on, and he was doing one of them throw ups, and yo, he did this shit so fast, man. I was laughing. You know what I mean? That's from years of him doing that shit. It's like nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, yo, Cope definitely. I think I might have seen more Cope throwies than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think it might be Cope.
Wow. That says a lot, because there's a lot of fucking niggas that destroyed. But I remember like certain years there was Cope took certain years, hands down, like 93. Yeah. And 93 was a year that Louis, Tyke, and Rule hit everything.
Yes.
fucking hit everything. But Per and Cope, they did fillings everywhere.
Everywhere. And yo, I forgot about Per. He used to do them RE fillings too. You know that, right? And I
Yes.
think, yo, correct me if I'm wrong. Check this out. And this is not from me talking to him. This is not from me asking nobody ever. This is from me, like I said, being a young nigga, looking. But not just looking, ingesting what I'm looking at. So I'm out there and I'm seeing these RE shits. And I'm like, I'm putting it together. I said, yo, that's Per. You know, I'm looking like, hold up, he got that shit over. That's Per, I think, doing these RE shits. So I come to my own conclusion. So then I go, yeah, hold up. But he used to have a girlfriend named Rachel, because he used to write Rachel like by his tags or his fillings. You know, I said maybe the RE is the R and her name ends in the E, the first initial and the last initial. I think that's what that shit is. So I don't know if I'm right. I never was able, you know, God rest the dead. I never was able to ask him, but I think it was Rachel. I think it was
that's crazy, but I came to the same conclusion that like I had to figure it out myself and shit, because I see the Cope and the RE filling, and then I see the Per one tag over here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it has to be Per.
Yo, was it
but
Rachel?
why?
Was it that? Was that?
I don't know. Nah, I don't know. This is the first explanation that I ever heard that you just said right now. I never
somebody
knew.
said yes. RE equals Rachel.
Oh, who said that?
Jezza God.
Yeah, God.
Jezza God. That's, yo,
You figured it out, God. You figured it out,
yo,
son.
TD Mike. Hold up. I see TD Mike on here. TD
Salute,
Mike.
TD.
Official. That nigga's all country.
Oh,
hey, yo,
work.
Rhino, shout to Rhino too. He said, yeah, it is. He said, yeah. All right, so the Graph Kings is saying it was for Rachel. That's what they heard too. All right, that's what's up. Word, I put that together like on some real, you know, detective shit. I'm telling you, I used to look at this shit intensely, yo, like crazy.
Yo, do you have like a favorite bomb or like a favorite spot that you hit like that you could tell me about?
Favorite spot? Well, I tell you, probably my favorite bomb was, it might have to be 3rd Avenue in the Boogie Down, man. I'm gonna tell you why. We destroyed that shit. We went all the way up, and I was really on some climbing like a monkey type that night, and I was climbing like on top of bodega signs. It was all up highs. I was hitting all up highs, right? And yo, this never happened to me. I never told nobody I was writing nothing, and my cousins came up to me like, these niggas, and my girl cousin, and she goes, yo, did you write on 3rd Avenue? She was on the bus. She said, I see a name, like, you know, how many CHAD, you know what I mean? She's like, yo, was that you? And I was like, yeah, yo, you know, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yeah. She was like, yo, you fucking crazy. It's my older cousin. You fucking crazy. How the fuck did you get up there? That's all she wanted to know. How did I get up to those spots and shit? I was like, yo, I was just climbing. You know what I mean? What can I tell you? You know what I'm saying? I was young and ready to rock. But that had to be the best bomb because we really destroyed it. And I got a lot of feedback from that particular bomb. A lot of feedback, even from my family, who never spoke graph. The niggas wasn't in, you know what I mean? It wasn't into it. So that one I had a lot of feedback. That gotta be it.
Did you ever meet like a big time writer or something like that out when you was out bombing?
Well, like Wayne was the big time one for me when I was bombing that day. That was big for me. It was, you know, he may not have known, but that was big for me. I was like, oh, that's Wayne? This nigga Wayne is listen, his artwork is that shit is top notch, you know what I mean? And I was really like, yo, wow, that's crazy, you know what I mean? He's the only one I can remember when we were out bombing that we ran into that was, you know what I mean, that was top tier, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Wayne, I never met him, yo. Salute to him, yo. He's a legend.
Legend, for real, official. That whole crew, Wayne, Whips, all of it.
were straight dopeness, always dopeness out of all them niggas. And a lot of pieces too, like you said, the Tats crew, FX, like a lot of great pieces from the BX too, my nigga.
Yo, let me tell you something. That was the first ones I seen that was like next level for me back in the 80s, like in 86, 85, 86, it was Per and them niggas. I remember going and taking pictures of that shit. That's how hot this shit was. They did a wall in Monroe High School, like over by 174th in the Boogie Down, and it had a long paddleboard wall, but it was very long. You know what I mean? And they did the whole wall. They had, you know, Nicer was the one that was dope with the characters in the Tats crew. Nicer. So he did a character of like an alien, like some type of dude and like an astronaut type of alien shit with a ray gun. And the smoke was coming out of it like he just blazed somebody and he was on like a planet. Hey, yo, dog, this fucking wall was crazy. Bio did his name and the eye was a paintbrush. Upside down, you know, like if you was painting on the paper, the eye was a paintbrush with the shit. Oh man, this shit was crazy, man. They had everybody. I think Sem 2 was out there. Ken, you know the nigga Ken, he used to write K-E, I think double N, K-E-N-N. They brought all the Tats crew out there for that. That production was crazy. I used to see a lot of fire pieces from them because they were kind of like from around my way. So they would do a lot of work around my way in different spots. And I would always run into them because I was always trooping heavy everywhere. So I always it was like finding a water in the desert, dog. Like you be just, you know, maybe with a 40 in your hand and you trooping or whatever, and then you make a left. Oh, shit. You know what I mean? Boom, a big production by the niggas somewhere. You know what I mean? Rosedale Park or whatever. Yo, I remember loving to find stuff like that. You know what I mean? I would go back and take a flip with a bullshit camera.
That's the enjoyment of seeing like the old school flicks of Graph and shit of the Gates, is seeing Type TFO, Sac TFO, Chad, Serp, a lot of Cope, Rhino, Cable, a lot of old shit, even like Ed and Mate and
yes.
Dult.
And
Near, rest in peace, yes.
Near, word up. Yo, yeah, it was a lot, man. You know, you go blank when you come on these platforms. I'm gonna keep it real with you. When you go live, like you have so much to say, and then you're like, here, like, yo, wait a minute. You know, I know I'm forgetting cats. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of dudes catching wreck, and it was a beautiful time for graffiti.
Did you ever bomb with Sac TFO?
I never bombed with Sac. No, I never bombed with Sac. I bombed with Tyke only. Tyke was my guy.
You met Sac before though?
I don't know if I ever met Sac, to be honest with you. I don't remember if I did. If I did, I don't remember. Forgive me, like, you know what I'm saying? If I did meet him and I don't remember, forgive me for that. But, you know, since years ago, you know what I mean? It's just mad years. You know?
So was it hard to like balance like the hip hop and the graph, like the urges for both? Because I know for me it's very hard, because once I'm going hard with one, I start slacking off on the other. I can't do both.
Yeah. It was, you know, and especially in my case where I was signed to a major label, you know, it was Def Jam. It was Violator Def Jam. So it's a little different when you fucking with them dudes, you know what I mean? You know, you got deadlines to meet, and, you know, they got you traveling here and there, and you're like, damn, I can't bomb because I'm in fucking Virginia or, you know, wherever, you know, you got shit you got to do. So it's very hard to balance the two, you know, like you said, you know, I wouldn't bomb as much now. And then you couldn't. How can I bomb? Like, I'm doing all this shit. They had you going on a college run. Back then, it was college radio. And you would do college radio up the entire East Coast, every state. You know what I mean? And just go to every radio station and just get catching wreck, you know, on the hip-hop side, music side. You know what I mean? So definitely, you know, it takes away from the graph side. You just don't have the time, bro.
So that's what slowed you down, period. That's what slowed you down.
It was the music, yeah, because I had to, I had to dedicate and go all in to that side. You know what I mean? I fell in love with MCing, like, you know what I mean? That became like my love, you know what I mean? So, you know, and I never, you know, I still to this day, you know, so it gotta be, you know, love. So I just was, you know, I just went all in, you know. Like I said, maybe if I was independent, which niggas wasn't really doing back then like that, it was very rare. But now it's more everybody going independent, right? But maybe if I was independent, I might have been able to rock a little more because it's my time, you know what I mean? But it wasn't my time.
What's your favorite body of work that you did?
In the music, I'll probably say, well, you know, I say, yo, the project as a whole, the whole album, which was titled The Dirty 30, I can't front. Like, it came out, yo, it came out real dope. You know what I mean? I don't like to say that. That's why it's hard for me to say it. You know, when other people say it, it's cool. I just don't, I feel funny saying it, but over the years, I have seen so many people say, yo, that album is a classic. That shit is an underground classic. That shit is one of the best albums I ever heard, this, that, and the third. So it has given me a little more confidence to speak about it and say, yeah, this shit was dope. You know what I mean? This shit was definitely
What
dope.
year was it?
Huh?
What year was it?
That year was 1997 we released it. So on that album, we did a joint with the Lox. Nobody knew who they was like that. You know what I mean? We did a joint with Anthony Hamilton, the R&B cat. Nobody knew who he was at the time. We did a joint with Ras Cass on there. We did a joint with Slick Rick on there. We did a joint with Tracy Lee, Antoinette, the Gangsters. It was just a whole slew of niggas, you know what I mean? Yeah, we did 2 joints with Black Rob on there. Black Rob was on there twice. You know what I mean? And that was before anybody knew who he was. So that's why the album's special too, because all them niggas, they blew. But before they blew, we had them niggas on our album because we was cool with them on some regular shit, you know, outside of music.
So how could people hear that?
Yo, you could go on Spotify and all that. You know what I mean? You could stream it. You know, if you have any problems, let me know. You know what I mean? I could always. I'm thinking about. You know what I'm really thinking about doing? To be honest, between you and me, I'm thinking about doing a limited run and just pressing them shits up on vinyl, the entire album. Maybe do like a 45 box set. Each song on a 45 box set, and do that. I don't know. You know, let me know. People, let me know if y'all, you know, interested in that. Could do that. You know what I mean? That's kind of dope.
Hell yeah. Classical. Having vinyl, nigga, that's fire.
That should be crazy. All of the joints. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what happened with the hip hop? So you're still going with the hip hop?
So boom, I was bombing, right? We was bombing early 90s, mid 90s. You know what I'm saying? We was bombing. Then I had to dedicate to the hip hop. Then we released the album in 97. And then, you know, like, this shit is crazy, man, because you never think it'll be you, but you always hear that groups never last in hip-hop. If you look at all groups, them niggas had some type of drama or whatever, broke up, whatever. You know what I mean? So the shit happened with us. Basically, it was me and 2 other cats, right? It was 3 of us. One of us was always in jail, my nigga Mighty Hawk. He was always in jail. So even to this day, some people don't remember him. They don't remember. They think it was 2, me and this kid Yogi, who was the producer. He was doing the beats and he rhymed too, but he was really on the producer side. He did all the beats to the album. So they thought it was me and him, but Hall was the nigga with the deep voice. He was like our ODB. He was a bugged out 5% of nigga that was, you know what I mean? It's just, he was unique. It was him, you know what I mean? We let him be him. And so what happened was the producer dude, you know, Puffy and them got in his ear. And it was like, yo, what's up? You want to do beats over here? We got the Hitman, that third. You know, Puff was hot at the time. And the nigga went with the, you know, he saw dollar signs. So the nigga, Boogie. I don't got a problem with that. But the way he did it, I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? The way he did it, I got to keep it real. He ain't do it official. Me, I would have sat my nigga down and said, yo, this is an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? What you think? I could finish the second album with you, but then I'm out. You know what I mean? And I would have been like, bet, nah, no doubt, you got to go get that. But he just, yo, in the middle of us doing the second album, which was coming out fire too. I never forget. I was so happy. I was like, yo, this shit, if they think the first shit was hot, this shit is going to be crazy. In the middle of that shit, he just disappeared, bro. He ain't say nothing to nobody. He moved and all that. Like he was from around my way. I went to his crib, nigga was gone. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then I found out later he had moved upstate, whatever. And he, you know, I ain't fuck with him after that. It just, you know, just grew apart. I went my way, became a civilian. You know what I'm saying? Had kids, got married, the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? Then I got the itch again and was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to come back out and get busy, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I need to do that. So that's where I'm at now. You know, I got some joints. I got a whole bunch of joints. I did, you know what I mean? A couple of joints. I did a couple of videos. I got this joint called Observe. I got a joint I did with Shaheem, the Rugged Child, and my man Clo. You know what I mean? Called Get Your Mind Right. There's a video for that shit. I got a few videos out there, but I got a project coming though. I'm working on a project. You know what I mean? I just threw those out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how could they get in contact with you?
Yo, I'm strictly IG. I don't do the Facebook thing or nothing else. I don't do Twitter. You know what I mean? I'm IG, and my joint right there at Real Crew. If you want, like, I sell merch on there. These hats, the T-shirts. Yo, I got all the merch on there. If niggas want to cop merch, hit my DMs. You know what I'm saying? We work something out. Get it to you quick too. I ain't like these other niggas make you wait a month or something. Nah, I get your shit out within 2 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how much for the hats? Those shits are fire.
These joints right here, 30. Everything, 30, 30. My album was the Dirty 30, so I keep it 30. You know what I mean? Boom.
Word, I definitely got to tap in on that. That burgundy shit is fire. Hell yeah.
Word. I got these in burgundy. I got them in the knit colors too, the blue with the faces orange. You know what I'm saying? I got a few different flavors, you know what I'm saying?
Word. And that logo is recognizable. When people see that shit, niggas be like, oh shit, Crew, Chadio.
Yeah. This is what it was. That's what did it too, man. Besides the music and everything, it was the logo. Like you said, the minute they see it, they know. Oh, they do the connection right away. You know what I mean? Like, yo, all right.
See, that's a graphite mentality right there to signify yourself. You know, stamp your shit so people know off top.
Off top, without even reading a name or nothing. You know what I mean? They know where it came from. Word up.
That's so if there's a fucking list of the greats from the Bronx, well, where do you rate yourself? Where would you rate yourself?
As an MC?
As an MC.
I never thought of that, dog. I just did it. But
who you think is the God MC from the Bronx?
Pun.
Pun you love most?
Pun.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Pun. And that ain't because he's my man. That's my man. Like I said, you know, I grew up with Pun. He's from Soundview. I'm from Soundview. Like, that's my man, my man. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't because of that. Because people might find out, oh, he said Pun, but I found out that's his man's in them. He was my man's in them, no doubt. And he will always be. Rest in peace. But that nigga's, yo, listen, man. I'm saying he's the best in the Bronx. That nigga's top 5 dead or alive. Motherfucker Pun was sick. I'm telling you, that motherfucker was off the chain with his shit. I wish we could have heard more.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't give him the props he deserves and shit. And they always use the excuse that he has a short catalog. But he has like the same amount of catalog that Biggie got.
Absolutely. And that's the argument I always give too. I say, yo, listen, y'all always talking about he only had 2 albums. Biggie only had 2 albums too. But y'all always give him love. And yo, rightfully so. You should give him love. He's a king. He's an icon. But Pun is too. Pun, yo, listen, niggas was afraid to rhyme with Pun on his records. Like, and I'm not naming nobody. But yo, top MCs, you seen he's got a lot of features with top MCs. There was a couple of them like, yo, I don't want to rhyme after this nigga, man. You know what I mean? That's how crazy he was. Yeah, Pun, man. Pun #1 in the BX. And I'm a KRS fan. I love KRS-One.
That's my nigga.
But,
Salute.
yo, KRS-One, forget about it. That's who I grew up on. But Pun lyrically, he was just advanced, a little bit advanced. And Chris is crazy. Listen, man, let me tell you something about KRS-One, bro. He could tap into whatever you want to tap into. Oh, you want to be political? What's up? Oh, you want a fast rhyme? Oh, you want a slow rhyme? Oh, you want hardcore? He can do anything. He's like a chameleon. That nigga can get at you in anything in your own style. He'll beat you at your own shit. KRS is a savage. Let's get that shit out there.
You see when he did the verses with Kane?
Oh, that was, yo, dog. That's a
Bodied him.
Classic. KR was on some real hip hop shit. It got a little. Listen, his catalog is too extensive. I knew it already when he was gonna go against Kane. That I was like, damn, it's not good because the versus shit is, song for song. And I said, man, it's gonna be hard for Kane. Although Kane got some classics, he got a lot of classics. But the nigga Chris's catalog he's still doing albums. Like this dude got over 25 albums. Like, he got a lot of joints, man.
Was you ever in like a cipher with like a ill cipher, a classic cipher?
I remember I was in a cipher with you want to hear this shit? Tell you a story. So my man, they call him Uncle Ralph, right? I grew up with him. He lived in my building.
Daniels?
No, not that Ralph. They called him this guy Uncle Ralph too. The Rough Riders called him that. He was running with the Rough Riders, right? So, but I know him, as his government. So he was telling me about these kids that's dope or whatever they rhyme. AOC, he called me C. AOC, these niggas is official. Like, all right, whatever, boom, boom. So one day, I'm at my baby mother's crib, right? And the intercom rings. Man, I answered. I'm like, yo. And he's like, AOC, come downstairs. So, all right, that's my nigga. We're going to go downstairs. What's up? So then he meets me in the lobby, but I see behind him, there's doors, and then there's another double doors. And I'm peeping, and I see a whip outside with like 4 dudes standing out at the back of the whip, and the back of the whip is open. So I'm like, yo, what's up with these niggas right here? I'm on a different mindset, What's up with these niggas right here? What's good? And he was like, nah, those is my people. See, chill, those are my peoples. I'm like, all right. So he said, I want you to meet them. So we go outside, and they standing there, whatever, and some beats is playing through the car, out the back of that door that's open. And it's fucking Jada Kiss, Styles P, and Sheek Louch. Before they was known, you know what I mean? Nothing. So this is when I first met them. And I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, these are the niggas I was telling you about. See, these niggas is nice. So I'm like, yo, what's up? Peace, what's up? He was like, yo, so he was like, yo, let's get some shit, let's get some shit. So I was like, all right. I was like, yo, I'm gonna set it off. You know what I'm saying? So they had beats was playing, whatever, out the whip, and I set it off, spit a 16. Then Cheek goes. I'm like, ooh, all right. Then Styles goes. I'm like, ooh. Then Jada goes. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Usually in the group, you got a weak link, and all 3 of them niggas was solid. I'm like, yo, hold on. So I'm rhyming some more. Yo, my man, I ran out of rhymes. I was like, yo, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. I can't. Them niggas was crazy. They was going ham on that. Yo, dog. But them niggas gave me love. They was like, hey, yo, dog, we fucks with you. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, that's what's up. And then, after that, we became peoples, and then we did they did a joint on our album, and the rest is history. You know who they are. You know what I mean? LOX.
Yeah, fire. That's fire. That's fire. I wanna go. I wanna stream the album. What's the name of the album again? I wanna hear that shit. What is it again?
Yo, it's the Dirty 30. DA and then Dirty 30. The Dirty 30.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? By Crew. CRU.
Yes, sir. Boom. I wrote it down. I'm good now.
Word.
Word. Yeah, nah, I'm always looking for good shit to hear. You already know.
And that shit was released in 1997, dog. Remember that?
I'm gonna roll one up, and I'm gonna listen to that shit. I'm gonna let you know, definitely.
Yeah, let me know. Word up, that shit'll be dope. Word. Yo.
And that's not the first one though, right? That's the first one is called what?
That's the first album. That's the first and only album we did as a group. And then homeboy, you know what happened
Okay,
happened.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Word. Hey yo. That's just it, dog. Yeah.
That's right. That's dropping jewels. You heard? I
Hey,
gotta
yo,
ring the.
there's a story behind this one right here. I'm never going to use it because, I had left the music for years, man. For years, it might have been like 13 years, and in like 2010 or some shit like that, Louis approached me, 167. He was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I know you. I was talking to him, telling him I was doing some joints. I got the itch, whatever. He was like, yo, let's do a show. I'm gonna get a spot. He got some spot, and I think it was in Manhattan or some shit. He got a dope spot. Or was it in Brooklyn? Might have been Brooklyn. I'm not sure. It might have been in your borough, dog. I'm gonna find out. But he did a nice joint, and everybody came in, and everybody was able to write on the walls and tag and all that. The shit was dope. So mad writers came, and everybody was getting their shit up, and I performed. The shit was dope. And he gave away a grab bag of a bunch of shit in the bag, a raffle. And my wife won that shit. So she kept everything. I was like, I'm taking this shit right here. You know what I mean? My man put the shit together. You know what I'm saying? It's a trophy from that night. I'll never forget. Every time I see this can, it takes me back to that night. It was a dope night. You know what I mean? So that joint, I never use that shit.
Yeah, the paint now is crazy, right? They have the paint that comes with the fat cap already.
That's crazy, dog.
Remember the struggle? Can you tell the fans about the fucking struggle, bro?
Yo, when I first started, Lou was he's like my mentor. You know what I'm saying? He's the nigga that I was like, yo, dog, this shit is, I need them shits. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, come here. So he had a Ziploc bag with mad caps. I'm like, and he's explaining to me, yo, this is the Blasey block, mad skinny. This is the block. He said, this is what you need, he called it a regular fat cap. You know what I mean? He was like, this is it. Yo, all right. So, he gave me that. And I used to put it in, when we was done bombing, I put it in paint remover, I would dip it in a cup of that shit. You know what I mean? So that it was clear the next time I go bombing. I didn't have to really get mad. Some niggas would get mad caps and just throw them away. I never did that. I would keep it, clean it at night when I come from bombing, dip it in the cup, leave it there to the next night if I go bombing, or to whenever I go bombing, take it out. It was clear. Just put it on, turn it upside down, let that shit come out, and be ready to go. You know what I mean? But the caps was a struggle, man. You had to find them from different areas. He used to grab them off a different type of other shit, even like easy off shit, like caps from different places. You was just finding them. Now they make them. You cop them, and they come with the paint and all this crazy shit. I wish.
Yeah. When the new paint came in, like Montana, the first time, it was like, I don't know, like 2012 or some shit like that. I was with ZA. This kid used to write ZA1. I don't know if you ever seen that shit up, right? But I'm bombing, and it's the first time I'm using it. So I'm like, yo, this shit don't work. So I pop another can, and I'm like, yo, something's wrong with the cap. And he's like, yo, I got a stopper on it. You got to take the cap off and take the and he was like, he said, you're a fucking toy. And I was laughing. I'm like, nigga, I never used this shit before. Everything is different. This shit came with a fat cap like this, bro.
Them fat shits, right? That you write one word, your whole can is gone. No more paint. Word. Yo, but I was the other day. Yo, this is the wild shit, because our goal was to be all city. Remember? Yo, niggas all city. It was big deal. You was all city. Then niggas was going all country. Like I said earlier, TD Mike, nigga, this niggas going all country. I'm looking. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I'm on YouTube the other day, and I don't know where this nigga from, Germany or whatever. I don't know where he's from. The nigga's all world. So he's got videos on YouTube. He's hitting every country: Vietnam, Mexico, but he's hitting the trains in every country. Crazy. How it's evolved is
Right
crazy.
now, Savs and Neo are doing every country too. They already have done over 70 countries.
That shit sounds crazy. Yo, I hope they filming it, man.
Yeah, they every time they go live, that means you go on. They're doing fill-ins live in every country.
Wow.
Savs was in fucking Africa one day, then the next day he did a fill-in. He was in Scotland, right? Scotland. And then yeah, now he's somewhere else. Yo, and the nigga Neo's like in fucking Nicaragua and yo, it's fucking sick.
Yo, that's
These
dope.
dudes are retarded.
But you know what that means?
They're the ultimate.
That means there's niggas over there writing. They probably hooking up with niggas in the different countries, right?
I don't think so, bro. I just see them. And a couple of times they brought Noke, N-O-K-E, and they had Rick there, R-I-K, Rick a couple of times with them. But yo, yeah, they're just daylight in the highways of right in front of people and on the gates, everything, yo, giant. Daylight. Even TD too. TD also. TD was with them a lot of times too.
Yo, that's dope. Them niggas is all world.
Dopeness, bro. Niggas is all world, bro. It's a new era, bro. Like being all city isn't enough.
Word. And I thought because I saw I remember seeing Purr and Mac and Bio and them in Puerto Rico. Like I seen some little outlines and little fill-ins and all that in Puerto Rico one time when I went. I was like, oh, these niggas is out here. Damn. Niggas is all world now.
Yeah, but now since we in the new era, if you not up in at least Puerto Rico, you're not all city.
Yo, that's the sixth borough, man.
Exactly.
Word. Yo, but I see they got some nice writers out there that do some nice burners, nice pieces, man. I think it was I forget his name. I don't know if it was Sen or something. Some dude, last name Figueroa, man. I seen some nice stuff.
Yeah, you know Sen to Figueroa.
Him. Yep.
Super crazy.
And he wasn't the only one. He's the one I remember.
He has gallery art worth shit like crazy.
Yeah, his shit crazy. Beautiful. That shit is beautiful. I love it, man. I love it all, man. Those that bomb, those that do fill-ins, you know, and then you got those that burn.
Do you have any old school black books like with old school graph and shit?
I think I have one in my mom's crib. I say I think because I hope they ain't chuck it. You feel what I'm saying? I know it was there, but I haven't, you know what I mean? That place is magical because like the shit from our second album, remember that shit was years ago. We left it, whatever. And then one day my mom goes, yo, whatever's in that closet, in my old bedroom, in the closet, they never fucked with the closet over all those years. She said, you got fucking shoe boxes of shit in there? Get that shit out of here. All right, so I go up there, boom, boom, boom. And I got a Timberland box, and when I open it, it's just mad cassette tapes. I'm rummaging through this shit. I'm like, this is bullshit. Then I see one. I said, oh, shit. And it said the name of the second album that we never released. And I said, fuck out of here. And then I went home, and, yo, lo and behold, it was the lost joints that we thought was lost forever. Them shits was on there. You know what I mean? That shit fucked my head up. Crazy. Blew my mind, dog. And you know what I'm saying? So now I'm working on kind of like trying to restore them to as best I could get them. And I'm going to release them joints.
Nice. Yo, that's crazy. That's a hidden gem.
Oh, crazy.
So what's your biggest accolade you would say in hip hop?
I mean, I would have to say, in my opinion, is being able to rock with these niggas that I'm able to rock with. You know what I mean? Musically and in graph. You know what I'm saying? I rocked with kings on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Kings in the music that are considered kings now, and kings in graft. And I think that was the best accolade I could say that was given to me, was the opportunity to rock with those people on both ends. You know what I mean? These are dudes I would have never, you know what I mean? Who's rocking with them? You know what I mean? How you gonna rock with them? You know what I mean? But
you never bombed with Fat Joe?
I never bombed with Joe. I never bombed with Joe. He used to write crack and all that, right? Yeah, I never got the bomb
Son,
with Joe.
he had shit when I was a little kid in Brooklyn too, son. I used to be like, oh shit, like all by the highway spots and shit.
Yeah, he used to write crack TS, yeah. You know, he's affiliated with Per and Bio and that whole THC crew. He used to rock with them too. You know.
How did you meet Master Ace?
I met him through Lou. Lou knew Ace, and this was before I released any music or anything. I was just started working on it, and he was like, "Yo, you told me that Ace." I was bugging when he said Ace writes. I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, and he's gonna go bombing with us when we go to Atlantic Avenue. He's gonna meet us out there." Fuck out of here. Because to be honest, Ace was one of my favorite niggas back in the days. It was KRS, Cool G Rap, Master Ace. You know, everybody loved Rakim, Daddy Kane, and all that. I don't even have to name them. But my three was KRS-One, Cool G Rap, and Master Ace. Ace was
spitting bars before niggas was spitting bar work like that.
Yo, my man, you hit it right on the head, SR. He was killing the mic before niggas was even recognizing that. Ace,
I think it was too much. It was too much for niggas to comprehend at the time.
He was ahead of his time. Everybody was paying attention to G-Rap and Kane mostly on the Juice Crew. But Master Ace was a fucking beast. His lyrics were crazy. And I used to hear him like, yo, this nigga's lyrical. He became one of my favorites, man. So fast forward, Lou's telling me we're gonna bomb with Ace. I'm like, this is crazy, man. I'm a bomb with one of the niggas that's really one of my idols on the mic. You know what I'm saying? And we did it. We bombed. I remember it was cold too, man. It was one of them winter nights.
I know where it is. Oh. All right, hold on, y'all. My bad. Gotta wait for him to jump back in. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Damn. What happened?
Yo, the joint bugged out on us, right?
Yeah. My bad.
Yo, did you hear when I was talking about the blizzard bomb?
Yeah, you said it was cold. That's the last thing I heard.
Yo, I know. I remember we went we used to go bombing in the snow too. Yo, I'm talking about blizzards and all that. Like, we really enjoyed that because nobody was outside. So we used to love going in the blizzards. Be snowing crazy snow, 2, 3 in the morning. You could hear yourself breathe. That's how quiet it was. No cars, nothing. You know what I mean? We used to get crazy on it when it was in the snow.
Yeah. I bombed with Easy in a blizzard, bro.
Yo, you talking about Easy and Josh 5 and all that?
The man himself, yes. The blueprint, my brother Easy.
Yo, damn niggas caught rack. You hear me? They caught rack. I forgot about them. I'm glad you brought him up.
Talk about it.
Easy, Josh 5, and that nigga OG4. They had a nigga named OG4. And the 4 he used to write with the Roman numeral 4. The I with the V. You know what I mean? That's how oh my God. You know when they blew my mind? One time I went to White Castle in the BX. It's by Bronxdale Projects. And when I pull up, it was late. like maybe midnight, 11:30, not too late, but and they had just these niggas in blue paint bombed the fucking outside of White Castle. You know White Castle's all white. It's white, nothing else. Yo, they killed that shit. It was all of them. And you could tell they probably came, got some burgers, and was like, yo, let's hit this shit and get out of here. It was dope. I was like, oh, this shit is crazy right here. I can't even get some burgers, and the shit was still dripping. It was still dripping. Oh, shit. They was monsters. Monsters. They caught full and total wreck, dog.
Yeah, those are the niggas that I didn't know where they were from because they were up. So I thought they were from a hood because they had every single avenue smashed, every gate, everywhere.
Everywhere. Yo, where was they from? The BX?
I think Easy is from the X and Josh 5 is from the Lower.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that.
I interviewed them. Yeah.
I remember Josh 5 was from the Lower. I remember, and Easy's from the X, huh? Whoa, I couldn't tell. I never knew because I could never tell. That motherfucker killed shit.
Then when he made the comeback in the 2000s, bro, that made me so happy, my nigga.
That was ill, right?
Retarded. That's what happened. I was bombing. I was under the highway somewhere, and fucking I saw a gate, and it was a brand new gate, and it had a giant Easy tag on it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it looked just like him. So I'm like, nah. So I caught a tag next to it and shit. Then I was somewhere like across the whole entire Brooklyn on the whole entire other side, the F line and Coney Island somewhere, and there was another brand new Easy tag in silver. I said, get the fuck out of here. And then I started seeing it, and then I got to meet that nigga. I got mad humbled, mad quick by that nigga, son, because I was feeling myself. Yo, I was hitting like a lot of streets, so I was feeling myself, and I was like, yo, where the real riders at? And the nigga was like, yo, I'm right here. I was like, what you write, son? The nigga said, I write Easy. I just felt a knot in my throat. I was like,
oh shit, that's funny shit. Hey, yo, Jezza said Jaws is from Harlem, not Jaws. Jaws. J-O-Z.
Jaws from Harlem?
Yeah, that's what he said. So them niggas was from different spots. That's crazy.
Rest in peace, Jaws, bro. What amazing throw up ahead of his time. Those straight letter Jawses are so crazy fire.
Word. Them silver and blacks?
All day.
Yeah, man. Jaws was dope, man. Rest in peace. He was dope. He was up too. Easy and Jaws, man. I used to see them two like really, they could correct me if I'm wrong, but I used to see Easy and Jaws more than anything. Then you would see Josh 5 too. He was up crazy. Don't get it twisted. But always Easy and Jaws. Jaws and Easy. Easy and Jaws and Easy. I remember that shit.
That's a fact, bro. And to me, I don't know. Who you think is the most ultimate bomber in graph history of all time? Street bomber. Who is it?
Shit. Oh man.
Who is it?
Oh. Yo, that's hard. Like, how do you?
There's one person that's always gonna have to stick out most in your mind. Who's that person?
Lace was crazy. Like I said, Quick was crazy. My nigga Louis 167 was ridiculous. The niggas we just talked about, Easy. That kid J.A. Ja, he was everywhere. Yo, bro, I can't say one. I can't. Like, I'm sorry. I would love to.
What about L.A. Rock? Remember that?
Oh, shit. L.A. Rock.
That nigga was the man. He was up everywhere. And said it before, too, in the comments. Oni, and JP and Oni, O-N-Y, remember?
JP, that's right. Oni, I remember Oni, too. See, that's what I'm saying. You start naming niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's hard, man. There was a lot of niggas catching wreck. You realize it once you start going deep like this down a rabbit hole.
That's a fact. But we was talking about like all the Bronx riders and shit. But there is a couple of Brooklyn. We don't have as much, I don't think, but we have a couple. But a Brooklyn rider, like top to bottom, that destroys shit anytime, anywhere is like Dro ACC,
Astro,
Ever.
Hell
Those
yeah.
those three guys right there alone. That's a trio right there that could take on anyone.
I remember them niggas. They was up.
And I'll throw in TK, of course, TNR, TK.
Absolutely. Nah, yo, I'm telling you, there was a lot of dudes, man. You can't say one. Yo, that's all. You can't say one.
Gino BYI.
Can you give me one? Would you? Oh, Gino, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I could give you one, Chad, because
Bester, hell yeah. Bester.
and Jew.
Hell yeah. Nigga, Jew's a cool nigga too. I know Jew.
Bester has streets smashed.
Yo, you remember Sal TDP? This nigga wrote Sal TDP. He was up too. I know there's people in here right now. I know you remember Sal TDP, man. I forgot what TDP stood for. I don't know if it was the Dust Posse or some wild shit.
This is a Harlem nigga, but he been up forever too. Joves, TDO.
Yes. Sal, yeah, Jezza. Sal TDP, man, remember?
Ooh, DC. He said DC. DC is fire. And Trap and Fib. I love
Trap was up.
Trap. And Fib too. Fib. I love Fib.
Yo, Terror Rex Shop, Carl. Yeah, Carl is my nigga from around my way, too. He from around my way, Soundview section. My nigga Carl.
Medstar. Hell yeah. Damp said Medstar. He's crazy.
Man,
I love Medstar.
Yeah, man. Say, word up. Niggas was up, man. Scuff, Coke. Yo, man. Look. They naming niggas Jess.
Yo, so the one that I have to give, I'm gonna have to give it to Easy, bro.
Yo, there's no argument there. Dog, like I said, we naming all these cats that was retardedly up. There's no argument. Yeah, you could give it to them, and niggas can't be like, oh no, hell no. Ain't no argument.
But if you want to speak on relentless longevity, because Easy took a long layoff, I have to say JA is right there. But Easy and Ja, those two right there, arguably the Stone Cold and Rock, the Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man, whatever you want to, the Jordan, the LeBron, the Kobe.
Especially since Easy bounced and then came back. That's like that was like the exclamation point at the end that separated him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He came back and caught wreck again. How crazy
What about Gis? In the comments they said Gis. You remember Gis? J-I-S?
Yo, I don't remember Gis. He was up crazy?
He had a lot, in the early 90s with a little throwy. Gis. His hand style was like, it wasn't all up to par, J-I-S, but his throwy, if you see it, like it's in a lot of old school flicks. Like when they throw them on the gram, you might see a J-I-S throwy. They were really nice.
Yo, what was the kid's name that he used to do, like instead of a throw up with his name, he used to do like a face?
You talking about Sabe?
Sabe. Remember that shit? He used to bug me out because I used to be like, this nigga, he's just throwing faces up, like, but he separate, when you think about it, he separated himself from niggas. It was different. You feel me? It was
Yeah.
You know
Dolt had a face in his O-D-O, Dolt, Mate, Ed, E-A-D. Ed, I used to like Ed shit a lot, yo. I still do. Y-E, of course, he been up forever.
My nigga Tabe was up too, man.
Nah, Tabe is a general. Tabe is on that. He's on a god.
Tabe and Rick. It was Tabe and Rick, remember?
Rick and Tabe, yeah, I met them on the 5 line when I was bombing. I was a young teenager, and Tabe ran up on me. Yo, I was at the time I didn't have beef with Cope, but I was crowning him. Cope like had a high throw and I was just trying to get higher than him. Yeah. And the nigga like, yo, you got beef with Cope? I was like, nah. I was like, who are you? And I met Rick and Tabe. I was like, oh shit. And then years, decades literally later and shit, I interviewed Tabe on my show. We speak about it. It's mad funny.
Yo, that's my God, man. Tabe is my God. It was ill because we was all, we was deep, dog, because, okay, you will see Tabe and you will say, okay, that's TFT. And you'll see Tyke and you'll be like, all right, that's TFO. And you see Lou and you say, all right, that's HR. But nah, really, those were subsets of a whole umbrella of niggas that was together. So we was all together. So it would be Tyke, Tabe, Chad, Lou. That's all. It was all family. Now, of course, everybody had their own little crews or whatever, but everybody was writing each other's crew. Everybody was down with each other. There might be a day Lou might write Louis 167 TFO. You know, Chad, TFT. You know what I'm saying? Tabe, HR. You know what I mean? That's how we ran together because we used to be together. We used to meet in the back of Carvel's, you know, where Lou used to work at. You know what I'm saying? After hours, throw the gate down, we was in there in the back. And all of us was in there. And, you know, we would be together chilling, chopping it up, drinking a little something, then possibly go bombing. You know what I mean? Together. So we was really, just for cats out there that may not know, they may think we was like, you know, nah. We was really like a super group that had their own little solo, you know, solo records and shit. You know how hip hop niggas like Wu-Tang, they're a group of niggas together, but then they got their solo deals.
Yeah, because that is an all-star lineup right there, bro.
Yeah, everybody used to chill together over there on Webster.
I wonder what happened with Rule. To me, it seemed like in the aspect of a fan, like Rule was the first one that faded out.
Yeah, I think Rule moved down south. He moved out the city, so you know, that's what happened with him. You know, he kept it pushing. So you know, that's it. After that, you know what I mean? You relocate. Yeah. It's a wrap.
Yes, you still catch tag here and there whenever you have an opportunity.
Once in a while, yeah. Once in a while, you know, I don't look for it, but yeah. And if you somewhere and I see you and you got a can, I'm gonna be like, yo, can I hit that? You know what I mean? And boom. You know what I'm saying? There's always the fever in you. You know what I mean? That don't go nowhere. That don't go nowhere.
So you still look at the walls right now when you travel?
I haven't looked at the walls lately, you know. So the new cats I may not be up on, but you know, I got my little man too. He's down with y'all. His name is Charms.
Yeah. That's my man.
Dude. That's my little man right there, dog. For real, he's a good dude too. Good dude, funny nigga. You know what I mean? Good dude, bro. Word up. Take care of that nigga, man. That's my man.
Word.
Charms, word up. That's my
Small
guy.
world. How you know him?
He's from Bushwick. I met him, you know what I'm saying? I met him on a hump, but then, you know, we was cool and chopping it up. Told me he's from Bushwick. And he was a cool little nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I kept in touch with him and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I remember him telling me that yo, I'm down with these niggas, you know what I'm saying? He was excited. He was like, you know what I mean? Yeah, he was happy. Yeah. Word, he was happy. Word.
That's what it's all love. You already know what it is.
Word up.
So do you got anything like you want to say before we start ending the show?
Yo, I just want to say, well, first things, y'all can catch me, you know what I mean, at the Real Crew IG. That's where I'm at. You want some merch, just holler at me. We chop it up. You know what I'm saying? I get it out to you. Of course, I got the music coming too. I'm working on that. That's coming. But also, I'm here for a reason, not for a season, man. Keep the graph running. Try to teach these young niggas, you know what I mean? Not just how to write, but teach them the history. Yo, you're very important, that's all. Very important. You're like a bridge, you know what I mean? Between the young and the old, man. Please use your platform to, you know, not only bridge them together, but teach the young niggas the history, man, because that'll get them even more open to do it. Right.
That's what we're trying to do, pass on the gems. That's why I need, you know, gods like you to pass on the jewels, because once we gone, It's only the shit that's now, and to me, this is not it right now.
Right. Nah. Definitely, I'm here, man. I'm here. You see me. I'm. You need access? Just holler at me.
Yo, we salute you, King Chatio. You heard? Yo, another thing too. Yo, it would be like Graph Champs intro, nigga. Hit me with a Graph Champs intro. I'll play that shit.
Say no more. Say no more. I'm gonna do some butter shit for you. Say no more. I got you.
Holla at me for real.
Graph, baby, I got you. In the name of Graph, I got you.
Good looks, bro.
Hold up.
All right, I'ma holla. Yo, salute. Yo, the King Chatio, son. Salute. That's motherfucking Graph Champs.
Salute everybody out there. Word up. Salute.
King Chatio, you heard?
Yo, good looking, man. Word up, man. Salute.
Man, look. You gotta X yourself. Yeah. All right. Yo, that's Graph Champs right there. Motherfucking Chad. You heard? Yo, Tabe. That's an all-star lineup, Tabe. You one of the gods, bro. For real. Salute, Charms. I see you, bro. You heard it. Yo, salute, Strongbow. H.R. Yo, son, the niggas don't even know. Louis is one of the most humblest niggas, too, but he'll smack your head off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this was a very enjoyable fucking interview, bro. Chad, he's one of them niggas, bro. Very enjoyable to see his graph, bro. Just to see his shit up. Like now and pick his graffiti brain and everything. That shit was an honor, yo. Chatio, bro. Salute. It's a fact, yo. Graph Champs, my nigga. We fucking did it again. Another classic episode. Yo, salute, Damp, I see you. Salute, Towels, I see you. Yo, Louis, salute. You are the man, Louis. Salute to you, bro. For real. I see you, Reps. Word. All of y'all, man. Salute. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. I'm going to keep bringing y'all the gems. I got shows lined up. I got some good ones, boy. Salute to my nigga Soul TNS, bro. The first part, we interviewed him. He had one of the greatest interviews ever, and that was called Talk the Talk. We're gonna do part 2 with Soul, and we're gonna do Walk the Walk, bro. And we're gonna physically go to the places that he was talking about and elaborate on them stories, bro. I'm gonna bring it to y'all. Yo, salute, Bizer. I see you. Yo, real Hocus. I see you. You're welcome. That's what I'm trying to do. I bring the old school shit back, you know, so these niggas know how it's supposed to be. Thank you, Towels. He said better and better each episode. Thank you, bro. I salute y'all. Thank you for the support. Now, I just need niggas to fucking subscribe to the YouTube channel because all these shits go up on the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I need them views and shit. I'm trying to get enough views so that I could get you know, commercial dollars. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Airtime. So TNS, that's right. We're gonna do it. Yo, salute, Crow. I see you. Yo, Jazz, I salute, bro. Yo, Tabe, we're doing part 2 of Soul, man. We're gonna do it live, my nigga. It's Walk the Walk. Watch. I'm telling you. TNS, take a nigga shit. Made for TV, what it is. Take a nigga shit. Yo, salute my nigga Crip, what it is. The link for what? For the YouTube channel? I don't even know what it is. I'm a dinosaur when it comes to this shit. I don't even handle none of that shit. I gotta tell my man that does it to put it out, to put the link out, but yeah, y'all could hit the YouTube channel and subscribe or whatever. But I got a sick show. I got many sick shows lined up, yo. That's 2 old school bangers, my nigga. Woo! Yo, son. Graph Champs, my nigga. I'm your host, the Vertical, Murtical, Squirtical. Yo, hey, I'ma holla at you. You heard I got some shit, yeah, too much weed, bro. TNS squad. I'ma holla back at y'all. Salute. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I'll see y'all niggas next time. 1.